Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Trevor Siemian's Broncos going up against Breeze's Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line with the Denver Broncos. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Siemian. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They start the drive with Anderson. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Anderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Siemian. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Siemian finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Simeon. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Wolfe in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Pulled in at the 24. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Halfback sent in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Ready? We're waiting. I got it. We got this. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right. Let's fly 4. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A beautiful fake. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And coming out now, the Broncos. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. on Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Here we go. Ready. 5-9.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's forced out right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Simeon on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. To throw on second is Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. Always got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Breeze now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Red zone opportunity. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, here's Simeon. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Easy. Ready. Waiting. Down. Away. Easy.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. It's complete. Flainer, right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go, D. Ready. 5-5-5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. Gets past one man. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run it again with Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. There.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Now Breeze. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Simeon. Screen play. Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, 54 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On first down, Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Ready. Sammy.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Ready.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Simeon. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll look to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So they're going to go for 2. Breeze to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.